when I went to mechanical engineering, I wanted to be. I was really, really about to go to computer science, but this was in 1995, and by then there were no mobile phones. The iPhone only appeared in 2008. That was yesterday. If you think about it, it's
seems
yesterday.
crazy, doesn't it?
My first mobile phone was I used to call it a brick, like a brick, the brick. And this was I was on my third year at university,
Yeah.
and the only thing it did was phone calls. It didn't even have the snake. My
Yeah.
first mobile phone. They didn't have anything. It was
What,
just to
was it? Can you remember what
It was
phone
an
it was?
Ericsson.
Oh, Ericsson. Yeah,
Ericsson.
crikey.
That was
Are
my
they
first.
still even making phones?
I
think
don't
they are.
know.
Probably not.
I don't know. This was probably, I don't know, 1998 or.
And did it have did it have just like 9 buttons, like the numbers and
Yeah,
the zero, or did it have? Because you remember BlackBerry came out and it had every single
no,
letter on a keyboard.
No, mine had the asterisk and the cardinal, the
Yeah,
numbers, and then
yeah.
the green button to make a call, and
But
the
mind
red
you,
button.
you couldn't text at that point anyway, is what you're saying. So it's not like you needed the letters.
My mobile phone. Well, it did. I think you could text, but
You used
it
to be
had
able to page,
one
didn't
had
you, at one
ABC, D, F, so
Oh,
you
okay,
would.
you could, yeah. Do you remember
Yeah, I remember.
pages?
I got one of those as well. I had one of those.
I had one of those. What was the? I mean, you couldn't send messages back on them, could you? It was just a way for people to contact you. I seem to remember.
No, you could send messages, but you had to
could
call an operator, and you have to say, "Honey, I love you." And you could. It was a bit. It could be embarrassing, like you're talking to someone else to say, "Can you please write this? You're very hot."
Like a mediator in the middle of your
yeah,
relationship.
like, oh my god, I'm like, so you wouldn't be able to, you were like a little bit constrained about what you were saying.
It's crazy.
Because there was someone in the middle, and then they would text that message to the person who had the pager or beeper or whatever it was called.
Let's hope they don't spell the name wrong or something. You get in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I eventually chose mechanical engineering, as I said before, because my father pushed me a bit for that.
He
because
did, right.
I was good in math and physics, as I said. I liked that. Computer science by then wasn't. If I would have been to that, I would probably be rich now, because in IT,
it would have boomed at just the right
from
time.
that generation. Yeah, exactly. It was the right opportunity, but I'm happy with what I'm doing. I do loads of coding. So the machine I developed in the Adisonic and in Portugal as well, I did all the coding, all the control of the machine. So
really, wow.
Yeah, it receives signals and then it has to control the amplitude of vibration, has to measure the temperature. When it reaches a certain level, it needs to stop. It needs to start a cooling system. So I'm doing coding.
So coding in that sense is basically like, if this happens, this happens. If this happens, this happens.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, it's the basic for while loops.
What did you call it?
For and while loops.
For while loops.
So the while loop is, for example, while the temperature is below, I don't know, 40 degrees at that where you're measuring, continue vibrating and acquiring the signal. When it reaches 40, then stop the while loop and then go to another loop and start the cooling. While the temperature is above, I don't know, 20 degrees, continue blowing air to cool it down. When it reaches 20, go out of the while loop. So it's called a while loop. It's an if condition, if you think about that, but it repeats.
I see.
Goes back until the condition is met.